old universe destroyed, everything will return to the formless waters out of which we're all made, the ocean of creation. And Shiva will wait in the calm before the next creation to dance the new universe into existence, and the world will be born again. 2 days later, and over 1,000 miles by train from Calcutta, I reached the deep south. This is Tamil Nadu, India's holy land. It's a place where even the weighing machines look like shrines and speak like oracles. For less than a rupee, you get moral guidance, a prophecy, and the bad news about your weight. You'll find true love. Cultivate clean habits. You've lost 20 pounds since Delhi. The South is Shiva's own country. To the Tamils, unlike the Northerners, he's the god of love, and they portray him in one of the most poetic of all images of divine grace, Nataraja, Lord of the Dance. And Shiva's dance of bliss took place here, at Chidambaram. It's a typical, dusty little southern town, with a few pilgrims' hotels, 3 cinemas, and almost as many tea shops as shrines. In amongst the thatched and tiled houses are groves of coconut palms. Further out, a fertile landscape, with green jungles stretching away the last 10 miles to the sea and the southern tip of India. Out of the pilgrimage season, it's a quiet place, and you may find yourself the only traveller soaking in its tropical heat. And in March, it's starting to get very, very hot.
Can I have one more dose? Thank you.
After the north, Tamil Nadu is a different country. For a start, the Tamils disapprove of killing any living creature, so their food is vegetarian. Here, a square meal is just a banana leaf plate and a dosa, a paper-thin rice pancake, 2 feet across, ladled with vegetables. You eat with your hands, of course, for as the Tamils say, eating with knives and forks is like making love through an interpreter. The South is often called the real India, and it is in the sense that the Tamils are the original inhabitants. They were never really touched by Islam or the British Raj, and so they're pure Indian in a way the Northerners never could be with their mixture of races and religions. Down here, they've kept their ancient culture intact, and they're proud of it. The Southerners are the most prolific consumers and makers of images in today's India, whether in religion or in the movies. There are more temples and cinemas down here than in the rest of India put together. And like the temples, movies are powerful shapers of ideas and have become part of the tradition. Just now, people are starting to worry about the influx of Western sex and violence films, showing images on the screen which the old guard of Indian cinema, people like the superstar politician MGR would never have believed. But as yet, that's still a distant threat. Despite these influences, most Tamils are still resolutely traditional, like the family in Chidambaram who invited me back to their house near the temple.
How are you?
Of their 4 daughters, one's married and lives in Madras. Shanti, in red, will be the next to go. Their mother, Nagaratnam, is a devout follower of Shiva. Their father has lost his sight and can no longer work. The youngest daughter, Akila, is at school where she learns the ancient Tamil dance. They've the same preoccupations as most families, bringing up their children, seeing them married. But here in India, each daughter must bring a dowry with her, and that can be expensive.
You have to spend a lot of rupees to marry a doctor or engineer.
How many? How many rupees? Lakh?
1 lakh.
Hundreds of thousands of rupees. I am very inexpensive.
Then Akila danced for me. These beautiful poses are supposed to have been danced by Shiva himself. And despite the fact that the power was off and the cassette recorder on the blink, Akila's simple grace delighted us all.
How often do you go to the temple?
4 times.
4 times. Every day?
Every day.
Every day. Morning, early morning, 6:30 puja, and then afterwards at 10:30 Rupa Darshanam, then continuously up to 12 noon. After 6 last puja 9:30.
What do you receive from Lord Nataraj in your feelings? Can you describe?
No feelings.
No.
Happier.
Tamil followers of Shiva have long believed that religion means devotion to a single god. For them, as for Nagaratnam, Chidambaram is simply the temple. Their poets have sung its fame since the 7th century. It's built on a gigantic scale, dominating the town which clusters around it, and the first approach is unforgettable. Places like this were never just temples. They have been guardians of Tamil culture, centers of philosophy,